Introduction. Discipline. The real advantage of a nobody.
JackMa did not start out rich. He failed his university entrance exam twice, got rejected by dozens of employers, including KFC, and spoke terrible English at first. If you only look at natural talent, JackMa wasn't special at all. Not a tech genius, not a finance wizard, not born into privilege.
What truly separated him was relentless discipline. He famously said, "Today is hard, tomorrow is harder, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful. Most people die tomorrow night." People quit tomorrow because they lack discipline. They cannot push through the boring, painful, invisible stages.
To JackMa, discipline is not shouting or forcing yourself with brute will. It is a series of small, consistent, repeatable habits done, even when no one is watching.
Below are 7 fast, practical, discipline-building techniques distilled from JackMa's mindset and life principles. Technique 1. The 10-year rule. Think long to stop quitting short. One of JackMa's defining traits is his long-term thinking. He always sees 10 to 20 years ahead, not 10 to 20 weeks. This is not merely a business strategy, it is a psychological trick to maintain discipline. 1.1. Why long-term thinking builds discipline. When you think only 3 months ahead, you get easily discouraged by
early failures, criticism from others, slow results. But when you think in 10-year cycles, every hardship becomes normal, expected, even necessary. JackMa kept building Alibaba even when it made no profit for years. Investors rejected him. People mocked the idea of e-commerce in China.
because he wasn't trying to win this year. He was trying to win the next decade. 1.2. How to apply the 10-year rule. Choose one long-term goal. 10 years. Examples.
Become a top expert in your field. Build athletic performance and long-lasting health. Achieve financial freedom.
Write a vivid description of your 10-year self. Where you live, what you can do, what your income is, what skills define you. Whenever you feel lazy, ask, does this matter 10 years from now?
Skipping English practice today. Still weak 10 years later. Skipping exercise. Weaker, older, slower in 10 years.
This question alone reduces 80% of impulsive laziness.
1.3. Combine the 10-year rule with the 10-minute start.
The 10-year rule gives you purpose. The 10-minute rule gives you momentum.
When you don't want to work, just do 10 minutes. Once you start, your brain usually continues.
This is how JackMa learned English. Showing up daily, even on days he did not feel like it. Technique 2. Learn instantly from failure. Not emotionally, but practically.
JackMa failed countless times. Failed university exams twice.
Rejected by KFC while his friends were accepted.
Rejected by almost all early investors.
But the remarkable part? He never used failure as a reason to quit. He used it as forced education. 2.1. The 3 questions after failure routine.
Instead of emotional reactions like, I'm not talented,
It's just bad luck.
JackMa forces a practical review. What exactly happened? Which part was my responsibility? What will I change next time?
This is emotional discipline. Refusing to dwell in pity. 2.2.
The discipline of not blaming. JackMa said, when you blame others, you give them power over your life. Disciplined people never blame. Not the market, not the boss, not their parents, not the economy.
They always ask, what can I do better? It is the hardest but most liberating form of discipline. Technique 3. Fixed schedule. Turn willpower into automatic habits.
JackMa worked extremely long hours in the early Alibaba days, but he didn't rely on motivation. He relied on structure. 3.1. Decide once, repeat forever. If you ask yourself every day, should I exercise? Should I study? Should I create content? You will fail. Because decision fatigue kills discipline. JackMa removes the decision entirely. Choose once, commit permanently. Repeat automatically. 3.2. Create non-negotiable time blocks. Borrow this from Alibaba culture.
Choose 1 to 2 daily time blocks, 45 to 90 minutes.
No entertainment, no social media, no interruptions. If something tries to take this time slot, you simply say,
"Sorry, I already have an appointment,"
even though the appointment is with yourself.
After approximately 30 days, your brain associates this block with deep focus.
3.3. A simple daily discipline checklist. JackMa values clarity and measurable processes. You can use a tiny checklist. ICSI. Exercise. Work on one important task. Learn something new.
A small daily tick trains your brain to expect consistency. The reward is psychological, but powerful. Technique 4. Use the power of a team. Don't discipline in isolation.
JackMa constantly emphasizes one idea.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Discipline becomes 10 times stronger when shared.
4.1. JackMa's Founder's Circle principle. He surrounded himself with
Friends. Early employees, like-minded believers.
They worked, suffered, and aimed for the same goal.
This created peer pressure, encouragement, shared accountability. 4.2. Build your own discipline circle. Form a group of 3 to 5 people. Agree on one goal: fitness, content creation, learning. Everyone reports daily progress. Photo, screenshot, journal.
Set a fun penalty.
Miss a day, $5 into the group fund. Miss twice, funny video apology. This simulates Alibaba teamwork at a personal scale.
4.3.
Adopt remote mentors.
JackMa had mentors he never met. He learned by reading, observing, studying leaders.
You can do the same. Pick 1 to 2 role models. Revisit their videos or quotes when you feel stuck. Ask, what would this person do today?
Borrow their discipline until yours grows strong. Technique 5. Accept being laughed at. Mental resilience through criticism.
JackMa said that when he talked about the internet in the 1990s, people thought he was crazy. To stay disciplined under ridicule is extremely rare. 5.1. Why most people lose discipline. They fear judgment. Common pattern: start something new. Someone mocks them. They quit. People seek acceptance more than growth. JackMa did the opposite.
He accepted being misunderstood.
He accepted being criticized. He accepted being early. This is psychological discipline at its highest level. 5.2a training exercise. The judgment muscle. Try this. Do something slightly awkward in public. Read out loud. Speak English. Record a video. Don't rush to justify yourself. Let people look. After a few repetitions, your tolerance grows. And once you are no longer afraid of being judged, discipline becomes 10 times easier.
5.3. JackMa's 3 reality check questions.
When someone criticizes you, ask, has this person achieved what I want? Are they giving real feedback or just venting?
If I quit because of this comment, how will I feel 5 years from now?
These questions neutralize emotional reactions.
Technique 6. Shift from money goals to value goals.
JackMa repeatedly stated,
customers first, employees second, shareholders third.
He built Alibaba around value, not money. When your goal is only money, you quit when money doesn't show up fast. You compare yourself to others. You cut corners. Discipline collapses. But when your purpose is creating value, discipline becomes natural. 6.1. Translate your goals into value-based goals. Examples.
YouTube. Not earn $2,000 per month, but help 10,000 people reduce anxiety daily. Fitness. Not look good, but stay strong for your future family. Learning. Not get a raise, but solve harder problems for society.
Value is infinite. Money is finite. Infinite motivation equals longer discipline. 6.2. Write a personal discipline manifesto. Inspired by JackMa's speeches, Write something like, I study daily because I want to become someone useful, not someone lucky. I train daily because my future children deserve a strong parent. I create content because someone out there needs exactly this message. Read this statement whenever your discipline weakens. Technique 7. Know your stage. Don't judge yourself like a billionaire CEO. JackMa teaches stage-based growth. Different ages and stages require different disciplines. He said, in your 20s, learn from a good boss. In your 30s, focus deeply on one thing. In your 40s, avoid chasing every new trend. In your 50s, support younger people. This prevents self-destructive comparison. 7.1. Identify your discipline stage. Are you just starting? Then focus on showing up daily, not perfection. Building momentum? Focus on important tasks only. Optimizing? Focus on quality and consistency. If you use the wrong expectations for the wrong stage, discipline becomes impossible. 7.2. Avoid cross-tier comparison. Many lose discipline because they compare their first year to someone else's 10th year. JackMa was not always successful. At the beginning, he was just a rejected teacher with broken English. Instead of comparing to others, ask, am I better than last month? Am I smarter than last year? This builds sustainable motivation. 7.3. Build a 90-day discipline ladder. Inspired by JackMa's stage thinking. Days 0 to 30. Build tiny habits, 10 to 15 minutes daily. Days 31 to 60. Increase intensity or difficulty. Days 61 to 90. Attach measurable goals. For example, 30 videos, 3 books, 100 kilometers running. For 90 days, no changing goals, no switching paths, no restarting new shiny thing. This is how you build momentum that compounds. Conclusion. JackMa's discipline, not about being perfect, but about never stopping. To summarize, JackMa's discipline principles can be distilled into think 10 years ahead, learn fast from failure, use fixed schedules, leverage teams and environment, develop mental resilience to criticism, pursue value, not just money, grow according to your stage. JackMa was not born disciplined. He trained discipline through repeated failure, rejection, and long-term commitment. His secret is not superhuman willpower. It is patient consistency.